Hey guys, how's it going? How's the hacking? Yeah! It's going well. So, my name is Elon, and I'm working on a project called dHack, which is basically an implementation of dHack alchemy. And yeah, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so what we're going to cover is, first of all, what is dHack? DAO plus stack. And then I'll touch on alchemy, which is the first product of dHack. So, what is dHack? DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Some of you might have heard in 2016 there was a DAO and it was hacked, and about 150 million, well, out of 150 million dollars, 50 something were hacked. And what happened after that was a fork, and this is how Ethereum Classic was born. And Ethereum continued after backtracking on the hack. But what is this actually? It's a flat organization, so it's an organization with no hierarchy. Decisions are, they get accepted with basically an agreement by all of the participants. So technically, there are no bosses, there's no CEO. And yeah, so dHack is sometimes called an operating system for collective intelligence. And the goal is to create a WordPress for DAOs. So anyone could create any organization that they want, a decentralized organization. So yeah, DAOs enable collectives to self-organize around shared goals, values, easily and efficiently. But why? Is this better than the current model? Like, we have companies, we have conglomerates, we have a lot of successful enterprises that they don't operate this way. And this seems to be actually more complicated, especially when you put it on Ethereum on a blockchain. So, anyone knows who this guy is? Yeah? Ray Dalio, right? Who said it? Nice. Do you know the CEO of which company? He recently quit, but? Exactly, Bridgewater Associates. Bridgewater Associates is the best performing hedge fund in history. It manages, in 2017, it managed $150 billion. It made money 23 out of 26 years, it doesn't happen in financial markets. And it's the only institution that recognized the 2008 financial crisis. And so, how do they do it? Why are they so successful? They have a program called the Dot Collector. Oh, by the way, this is all from Ray Dalio's TED Talk that I really recommend for you to see. It's about 20 minutes. It's very good. I took a few snippets. So they have a program called the Dot Collector, where basically what happens is that people rate each other on their merit and how they understand the topic of the meeting. So let's give an example. So actually how they do it is with what Ray Dalio calls radical transparency and idea meritocracy. So this is actually from his presentation, and he speaks about a meeting. And he talks about Jen. She's 24 years old, she's straight out of college, and she rated him 3 for understanding about the topic of the meeting. This is, can you imagine, finishing college, going to work at a place, and then, tell your CEO, listen, you did 3 out of 10. You're not that good. But this is how it works. And so, as the meeting progresses, each one of the candidates rates each other on how they performed in the meeting, or why they think they performed in the meeting. And then it collects it. What it also does is it aggregates from many different and other meetings. And then it forms an opinion on each person, how well they know on a specific topic, or how well they know on a specific investment. And so, how does this translate? This is a question this is from his presentation, I just screenshotted it. The question is, do you think the expectation of the Fed's tapering is behind the bear market in bonds? I have no idea what this means. This is like, I guess, some very high-level investment stuff. But you see, 13 people voted for it, that it's true, and then 4 people voted no. And this is like votes in a democracy kind of way. If they weigh their believability or how much people rated those 4 people to understand on this topic, the decision changes completely. It changes, so basically what happens is that people are valued not one person, one vote. They're valued on their merits. You know, some person might understand about this topic, another person might understand about this topic, and a third person about a third topic. It doesn't mean that all of them understand or they should have the same decision power for every decision. All right, so we have an actual use case, right? Like we have an actual company that makes decisions based on not who's more senior or who was in the company longer, but how people evaluate each other. So, you know, what's missing? You know, let's put this on the blockchain, and then we'll have a decentralized and immutable and unstoppable human organization, right? This is what Ethereum is all about. This is what everybody's striving for. And then, you know, guess what we can do if we have this? Anyone wants to guess what the next slide is? Let's bring down the government. Let's take the government and make it a DAO. I mean, why not? It makes sense, right? Well, let's hold off. You know, let's take it easy, right? I don't think the technology is there yet. It's not ready, but hopefully, you know, it will be at some point. So, how about we do something else? We take something very small and decentralize just that. How about one of the largest Ethereum hackathons in the world, like ETHIndia? So this is, I guess, this is what I'm here for. So this is what dHack is. This was a short introduction to dHack. So instead of only the judges picking the winners, and the judges here, let's decentralize this to each and every single one of you guys. And we can have collective decision making. We can use the wisdom of the crowd, and we can decide this way how who gets the prizes. And you know, this means that each and every one of you is the one who will decide, you know, who gets the prizes. Now, so all of this works on Alchemy. Alchemy is a decentralized, a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. It's live right now on the mainnet, and at the end I will do a quick recap, a quick demo on how it works. But generally, in the Alchemy DAO, and the screenshot after this, you have 3 things that you can do. You can vote on a proposal, you can stake on a proposal, or you can propose a proposal. All right? It's visually difficult to see, but you know, this is kind of how a DAO would look like. And then on the top right-hand corner, you have I want to make a new proposal, and you have here the ability to vote whether you think the proposal will pass or fail, and to stake whether you think the proposal will pass or fail. So what you have here is basically 2 layers. One is the voting layer, which only you guys here at ETHIndia have the power to vote yes or no. The other option, the staking option, is important, and I will explain later why, but anyone from anywhere in the world can participate. Right now you have to use the dHack native token, but it's under development so that you could use any token that you want to stake on proposal. This is a little bit more zoomed in. This is, I took this from Genesis DAO, which is a DAO that dHack created, which is, its purpose is to promote dHack. And so Jacob from ETH Global applied for reputation in that DAO to participate. So I took it through there. As you can see, 2.4% voted for him to accept. This is just the beginning, and about 630 Gen, which is the dHack native token, was staked in his favor. All right, so let's talk about reputation. So reputation is And there's an example here. If 5 people each have 100 reputation inside the DAO, then we have a total of 500 reputation, and each one has 20% voting power. Any questions so far? Is it clear? It's fairly clear. It's about to get complicated. So how do you get reputation? So automatically when you vote in alignment with the DAO, so if someone put a proposal and I voted for that proposal to pass, and it actually passes, then I receive a little bit of reputation. Meaning that if I vote with what the DAO wants, then I receive more voting power, then I have more power inside the DAO. If you redeem reputation, just like all of you should have done already, but I don't think all of you have done it. Maybe after this you will. And if you propose a proposal and it passed, right? So this is the screen of where you can redeem reputation. There's links to all of this later, but you can do this from your laptops. Okay, so now it gets a little bit complicated, but I will go over it and I will show you exactly how this works. So how does a proposal pass? You have regular proposals and you have boosted proposals. You'll see it in the next screen, like how it looks like. But for regular proposals, you need 51% of the voting power to vote yes, okay? For boosted proposals, you need a relative majority. A relative majority after 24 hours that the proposal is in the boosted state. And I will just show you kind of how it looks like. So first of all, how does the proposal become boosted? So a regular proposals that have a positive for or against ratio from the stakers. All these stakers from around the world, anyone who wants to participate can stake some money. They have an economic incentive to do so. And if they stake this money and there are more positive stakers to negative stakers, the proposal will first move to a pending queue, and then it will move to the boosted state. I think that's fine. And this is kind of how it looks like. On the bottom you have regular proposals, in the middle you have pending proposals, and on the top you have boosted proposals. Now, why is this important? Like, why would you have a layer of voting and on top of that a layer of prediction? Like, this just makes it a little bit more complicated. But what if you have 1,000 proposals? What if we're in an organization, you have 1,000. How can the voters, how can you guys decide, what to vote on? And so this is where the staking comes in, and it puts, first of all, it puts the proposals on the top of the UI. And second of all, it allows proposals to get accepted much, much faster. With a different consensus mechanism, in this case, relative majority. Any questions? We'll do a demo. So now we get into the dHack. How do you propose? And bear in mind that this DAO has $5,000 worth of ether, and any one of you can put a proposal to receive funding. I'll get to later like what should be in your proposal. The goal here is just like last year in ETHIndia, there were a couple of companies that started in the hackathon but became full-fledged companies afterwards. This is what we're trying to do here. You guys, if you want to continue working on your hackathon project, then put a proposal, say, hey, this is what I want to do. I want another $1,000. I want another, $500, and I want to continue working this. I want to continue completing this, and then you'll be judged by your friends. So yeah, the way it kind of works is the team. In the title, you will put the team or the product title. Down below, you will put to the ETHIndia community, why should you receive the funds? Ideally, you would say what I'm planning to develop later. In the URL, you put a link to your portfolio submission and the Ethereum address of how much you want to receive. So generally, it's fairly simple. It's not a complicated proposal. All you need to say is to your friends, why should you receive more funds? Oh, and yeah, the reward. You have a place to put how much you want to get. As I said, the purpose is continuity fund. We want you guys to continue working on your hackathon funds, on your hackathon projects. So yeah, propose and request future funding. And now let me do. This is what it looks like. This is the ETHIndia dHack. You can go to alchemy.dowstack.io and there's a list of all the existing DAOs right now. And then if you want to, you can go to the reputation from token. You put your Ethereum address here. So you see, it says that I've already redeemed my reputation. But you put your Ethereum address here and then you click redeem, you send a transaction, and that's how you receive your reputation. So right now, the DAO isn't live, like you cannot make proposals yet. You will be able to make proposals as soon as the code stop enters tomorrow. But I will show you what a DAO looks like. So this is the Genesis Alpha. As I talked about, an error. See if this will work. Yeah. So this is it big enough? Do you guys see? Yes? No? No? Yeah? Yeah, okay. So this is a DAO that DAOstack funds every 2 weeks or so. And the purpose of this DAO is to promote DAOstack. As you can see, there are proposals in all stages, so in the regular proposals, in the pending, and in the boosted. And I'd like to show you an interesting proposal that passed. I sent a proposal to Genesis. I requested funding for ETHIndia. I requested from them to get funded so you guys could experience Alchemy and DAOstack. So God damn it. Connection not over. I requested about $3,000, and then ETH Global joined with another $2,000. And yeah, the goal here is for you to see and check it out. Now I will show you in the. I'm going to go to, this is the ETHIndia dHack, and I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of. It's very slow. Who's downloading stuff? Who's storing things? Anyone downloading movies? Yeah. So I'll give you an example proposal. This is title, and I really like InstaDApp from last year, so I'm just going to put them. So the title is InstaDApp using MakerDAO, Kyber, and Embark framework, and I'm requesting 3 Ethereum to continue working. I will go to the InstaDApp dev folio submission. Copy that. I'll copy that. And I will put it in the URL. And over here, I will basically just request from you guys. And I will say, why should we get funded? Shit. Okay. Why should dev folio get funded? Do you want to give me some reason? Why should you get funded? This is a good time to start thinking of like why you should get funded from your peers. Think of ideas, think of ways to sway them. Anyway, the recipient, I will put mine here. Oh, okay. So yeah, I will put my Ethereum address. Blah blah blah. I'll request about 3 Ethereum, and I'm not touching any of the other things, and I'll submit a proposal, and then it will appear here. Now, as we said, the only way for a proposal to get accepted is either 51% of the participants will vote yes, or the proposal will become boosted by all of the, basically anyone in the world who wants to participate. And, I think important to tell you that these guys, the stakers, they're not just staking because I asked them. They can make money from this. So the way it works is that every new proposal that comes out of dHack is funded by 150 gen that it will not pass. And then anyone who stakes for it and succeeds will basically earn that 150 gen. Now, the more people stake for and against, then the more profit they can make. Now, how does this work with parameters? So once you send a proposal, it will appear here in the regular proposal section. And if it has a positive stake ratio, it will move to here, to the pending proposals for 24 hours. It will exist there for 24 hours. If it keeps that ratio, it will move up to the boosting section, again for 24 hours. And in this section, right here, all it needs is to have a positive to negative voting. So if more voters vote for it, then it will pass in 24 hours. So realistically, the quickest way from handing out a proposal to receiving the funds is 48 hours. I think that's most of it. Do you guys have any questions? Is it clear? I don't know if it's clear. Did you guys redeem your reputation? You can go now to alchemy.dawstack.io. You can find the ETHIndia DAO and basically put your Ethereum address. I've sent all of you some gas money so you can vote, you can participate, you can do proposals. So yeah, there's $5,000. You guys are going to decide who it goes to.
Is this in the mainnet?
Yeah, this is all on mainnet. And oh, by the way, there's actually no way for us to take out the money, for me to take out the money. Like once it's there, it's there. So yeah, just use it and vote and propose. Yeah, any questions? Anyone? Well, good luck to you guys.
Just a quick announcement. We are serving dinners, so those who want to come proceed to the